Amidst the pandemic, my calmest era. Let me ask you a question. What comes to your mind when you hear the word pandemic? Of course, many of us have experienced this, especially the COVID-19 pandemic. We experienced different difficulties and hardships throughout the year. I, myself, have experienced this. The pandemic caused us many things, such as the loss of job, experiencing stress and anxiety, the hardship that students go through just to learn, and losing their loved ones. And I acknowledge that. During the pandemic, I found it as a way to heal and find peace on myself. This became a vaccine to discover more about myself. That is why I would like to share 3 tips on how I improved myself and how I handled it during the pandemic. First, I've learned to take care of myself. When I was a kid, I always did various things a normal kid would do. However, growing up, I was criticized by how careless and insensitive I was. When the pandemic started, I'm so lost. Road and stores are closing, people losing their job, and the difficulties we students are experiencing. The pandemic taught me to be self-aware and to be aware of my surrounding. With this, with this, I have learned my strengths and values, which helped me to be a better person. With the continuous rise of COVID-19 cases, I became anxious of what would happen to us. With this thought, I started to reflect on myself. Ever since I started reflecting, I have been transparent and open to myself. By doing this, I have learned my weaknesses and strengths are. I have learned the things that impacted my life and redirected my path, which helped me to gain insights on the area I excel and the area I need more improvement. The third and the last tips I would give is to be yourself. When the pandemic struck, I come up with a dilemma, who am I really? Since then, I have learned many things about myself that even I could not imagine I could do. With that, I come up with the realization that knowing yourself means knowing your boundaries. These tips are not only applicable during the pandemic. This tip can also be used in many cases. Remember that living in a world full of judgment and prejudice, only you can justify it. Thank you.